Hello and good evening. And yes, you are live back from Florida. The skipper is with you. Whew. Yes. What a trip. What absolute blessing in this man's life last week was. Unbelievable. It's impossible for me to put it into words. What it was like if you weren't there. I can't explain it. I'm not even going to try on this show. I think it'll just make you wish you were there. All of you that were there, I see everybody in the chat here discussing it. I am aware that there is a scheduling conflict tonight. It's something Kirk and I we tried to work out. I couldn't work it out, but this will be recorded. You can always see it at a different time. I believe his is recorded as well. So if you're watching this and you'd rather see that one, you can see it a later day. Both of them are very important episodes. Not going to sugarcoat it. I really want to get into two things tonight. There are a lot of people. Hey, Craig, good to see you. Northern, we got Johnny. Oh, my smokes. I miss Becky. Those of you who do not know, Becky is not well. Spiritually and mentally, she's strong. But she's not. She's in the middle of a life struggle with some health issues, and she charged the whole weekend and showed up and got out there and got herself there, and it was impressive. I didn't get to spend as much time with Becky as I would have liked, but I did get to play golf with her and her amazing husband, Brad, and although we didn't play well. That's okay. We had a good round of golf, and it was fun. Claire was all over. Sammy, all over the place. I saw so many of you so many times. Many of you came to my house that I was renting there in Florida, in South Florida. I invited virtually everybody that I could without being evicted out of the place. If you didn't come by the house, you missed a true treat. That's okay. We'll do it again. We're going to do many more of these. This is not I got to be quiet about that because I'm not sure my wife is aware of the fact that I may do one of these again one day. Yeah, there's an issue there. Who can blame her? I mean, Elizabeth worked so hard putting this together. Second only to my brother Ron, who put so much time and so much effort into this. And he crushed being the ceremony, director of ceremonies and MC of the whole event. Ron, I have the utmost respect for him and his outlook on life and his incredible wife and his business prowess and ability to put together an event is unmatched in my friendship of people I know and people that I've been surrounded by in my lifetime. I've never known anybody like him. He is kind of a big deal, if you know what I mean by that statement. Yes, Elizabeth was amazing. My son Brent pouring his heart out as he always does with all the people that were there. It was just amazing to me to see so many people travel so far in probably the worst week weather. I want to say Ron could quote 330. It was the last count I heard at the show, which is pretty amazing considering it was the worst week of weather in maybe, I don't know, a decade or more. it's not easy to put an event on like that. I want to talk about real quickly while we're talking about the event. I'm going to talk about this event for probably weeks to come, so I'm probably going to bore you guys over time. So don't expect that this is going to be the end all be all in the manner in which I'm going to discuss. There's something very pretty profound that happens to an individual who is the person that puts on a show like this. The direction of everyone's passion and love and attention and everything coming to the person who puts the event on is sometimes very overwhelming. There was no moment of the 10 days that I was there that I didn't have somebody, and I mean this only in the best of ways, in my face. Literally. Other than the moments that I was sleeping. It's pretty overwhelming at times. It was the most beautiful week of my life. I was at the urinal with people talking to me and asking me questions. Now, a lot of people would think that's annoying, obnoxious, and crazy, and are you out of your mind? And who would want that for their life? That's not my wife's passion or experience in life, and she doesn't really appreciate that as much as I do. She's more of an introvert and I'm more of clearly an extrovert, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I'm coming down off of a lot of it over the last couple of days, and it's really a bit of a, how do I put it, an emotional letdown. There's so much about people that I appreciate and their appreciation of myself and the people around me and the team that we put together that is just this, it's this fundamental ball of passion and fire that just, when you're in the midst of it, you really can't even like put a finger on how important it is to you. I'm not describing it very well. How can you? I've never been through something like that before to that degree. So I will discuss what that show meant to me and later in the show, probably in ways that I'll be able to articulate a little better than I can right now going forward in shows to come. There's something that I really need to get out. On these Thursday night shows, I will not be discussing what I discussed the last half hour of the show. If you're in attendance, I won't be discussing that on this channel. We will have a place for that to be discussed. I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody. I'm just at a place to where I have to figure out exactly where I'm at with that whole total and those people. I do have some totals as to how many people were there, how many people signed up, how many people thought they had a great time, how many. I only heard a couple of people that had a complaint, and the one complaint I heard was there wasn't enough trash cans. Yeah. And there wasn't, what was the other complaint I heard? People talking in the hallway kind of affected the people being able to hear in the back of the room. Literally, I never heard another complaint, which is pretty hard to even conceive if you have 350 people in a building. Clearly you're going to have some complaints typically. I put together a show which had an amazing guest list, speaker list. It for me, I don't know. I keep saying tonight. What's up with that? I was so clear about everything I wanted to talk about tonight, and now it's not flowing the way I really pictured it might. I'm exhausted, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. And my dogs are, in and out of the door all night. Ouch. There's anybody that was, I'm just going to say this. If you weren't at the show, you missed it. That's all I have to say about that. But that's okay, because a lot of those guest speakers we're going to go over, and they're going to be guests on the Thursday night show. Some of them will resonate with you, some of them won't. There's going to be opportunities for you to do things with them that people at the show have opportunities as well. So it's not like you missed everything, but there's a couple of key things that you really missed, but it's not that big a deal. Your life will still go on and you still have great opportunities. But there was something magical in that building and the entire weekend that personally, I've never been to a show like it. I've never been to a show where I learned more. And I'm telling you, as much as I knew what those people were going to say on stage, I learned a lot. Every single speaker taught me something new about who we are as a family and an investment group. The opportunities that I put on that stage intentionally are if any one of those people would have been at another show, I would have said that person stole the show with their opportunities in which they were giving the crowd. There is nothing, and I'm serious about this next statement. There is, every one of the guest speakers that I had, every single one of them had a unique opportunity that I've been to the XRP show for 3 years straight. Any one of those speakers was a better opportunity than anything I heard at any of the XRP shows in the 3 years of going there. I'm not even exaggerating. These speakers have life-changing tools. I told you they would, and they proved it. And I know there was times I tried to do a speaker or two and then a break, and a speaker or two and a break. And we did that all day, and we didn't have a lunch break. We said there was going to be food, there was going to be drink all day. So come and go the information as you like. And that really, I think that was the key to the whole show. I will do shows like that again in the future if I ever do a show like that again. I think where I'm going to go with shows going forward is more relaxing, having fun, and enjoying the prosperity in which we all have and have created over the years and will have created going forward months to come. I need to talk about prosperity real quick. And then I want to do a short take on what the market's doing right now. The amount of people that have reached out to me and said the sky is falling is a little overwhelming. The sky is not falling. It's not falling. Crypto is not doomed. It's not demolished. It's not doomsday. It's not a 1929 stock crash. Yes, precious metals are down. Yes, stocks are down. Yes, crypto is down. Yes, I know. I get it. I get it. I understand. Prosperity is about to blow up. This country is about to see prosperity that you've never seen before. And the best way to have prosperity or a bull market is to have a nice, healthy correction. Is this correction a little healthier than I expected it to be? Yes, it is. I thought it would dip like it did last week. And then I thought it would level off for a bit. And then it would like maybe dip again. I didn't think it would semi-crash again. I know. I got lucky. I got out of quite a bit of Bitcoin, right around 100. So I'm kind of looking like a genius right about now. But I didn't really advise anybody because I was just trying to liquidate to invest in other products. I wasn't trying to help people, time the market. I'm going to talk about more of this and what it means to me and how all of this translates going forward to me and how it resonates with me at the end of the show. Okay. This is not the time to panic. This is not the place to sell. If you think that it's a good idea to sell your XRP at $1.10 or $1.20 or whatever it is right now, or your Bitcoin at 62,000, well, good for you. Go for it. It's soon, I don't even think we're at the bottom yet, but soon to be a great place to buy. I want to give, let's get back to the show just for a minute. I want to give some special thanks and a special shout out to some of the guest speakers. There was the Tip of Toe show with Simon and Melissa. Simon was a bigger part of this show in the background than a lot of people really even knew. He was a big part of what we did at the house. He stayed at the show or at the house with me. There was 6 other families with me. Renegade was there. Dean was there and his son. Rob Cunningham stayed at our house. Tim and Laura stayed at our house. Sage, there was a Renegade's daughter and son-in-law. They both stayed there. Nikki. There was a lot of people behind the scenes that helped me stay grounded and helped me feel real about what we were doing. And it meant a lot to a lot of people. And they helped burden the amount of people, take the share of the brunt of a lot of the people that were guests and friends at my house and at the show and at the barbecue and at the beach the night before the show. I had a lot of help, and there's no way I'm going to be able to possibly name everybody. Okay. But Simon and Melissa are a huge part of what we did. Everybody they brought on stage, I can't name them all, but I am going to say a big hats off to Stone. I love him, man. I had no idea the heart on that man. I only knew him from his X show. I didn't really know who he was. I got to know him a lot better. My brother, Rob 007, what an amazing man. He did a nice little XRP, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or whatever he was up there, was fantastic. With the community in which we have, it's so easy to say, oh yeah, well, they're all just great people. But the people that were there, they know what I mean by they were all great people. That's like the amount of, and I'm not trying to say a minister is a better human being than anyone else. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. What I am trying to say is the amount of ministers and chaplains and priests and community leaders and people of stature as far as, personal strength and well-being, the amount of people that were fit that category in the room was really hard to explain. Like, it was a gathering of great souls. And the more people you got to meet, I said something in the beginning of the show and I really meant it. And it seemed like it took effect, and I probably should have repeated it more. But when you meet people like yourself and you mingle around a room and they remind you of yourself, you're in the right room. You're in the right community. That you can learn something from these people as well, because there were so many sharp people. They're not just the guest speakers. Mr. Rob Cunningham was there. He gave a kind of a closing, wonderful little speech, if you will. I'm going to call it more of a prayer, but I'm going to call it what it was. It was beautiful. And I appreciate you, Rob. I need to get with Rob because I owe him some money, I think. It wasn't a bet or anything like that. It just, he only stayed like 1 or 2 nights, and he booked the room for the whole 10 days. So I got to work something out with Mr. Rob. A man by the name of John Gibson did a little 10, 15 minutes up on stage. John and I had a discussion today. We're going to do more together. You're going to see him on this show. We have some products. He has some products that we're going to promote because I know they're profitable, for number one. But for number two, I know they mean a lot to the people in this room. And they are we're looking into some of the things that he has, amazing returns on investment. And now, I'm not going to say I told you so, because I didn't tell you so, but I've been changing this channel for 7 or 8 or 9, 10 months, whatever it's been. And I've been less into crypto, and I've been more into your investments. And diversification is really important. It's not just crypto and silver, or crypto and silver and stocks. There were so many people that were telling me over the last, in particular in the crypto community, over the last year to 5, that were like, the dollar's going away and you need to only be in crypto, and the dollar. Well, that's fantastic. But even things like the Go Baby Trader are valued in crypto. And the ones that are valued in USDC or US Tether or stable coins aren't taking the beating that many of the other accounts are right now. So when I talk about diversification, I'm not just talking about, silver and crypto. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having investments that are part of the crypto sphere. And then banking obviously means what? That's dollars. And I know a lot of channels are telling you the dollar is going away. I don't believe that. I know they're going to tell you over these next couple of months, and they're going to show you that the market's crashing because the dollar's going to zero. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a crystal set. You know what I mean? That could be. I don't know. I'm telling you, my opinion is that's not what's happening. All this blood in the streets that is happening to crypto people and stocks and precious metals getting slapped around, that blood in the streets will end. And when it does, it's going to go the other way. But remember, if you're making 5 and 10% on your money, I'm talking about dollars now. If you're making 5 and 10% on dollars per month, okay, and you're making 5 or 10% on crypto trading, Go Baby Trader, and you're making 5 or 10% on stablecoin trading, nice. That's 3 or 5 or 10% graduate over the last month or two, or whatever, 5 months on your precious metals. That's what I'm talking about, diversification. I'm not talking about 5 different products. I'm talking about this asset is based in dollars. This one is based in stable coins. This one is based in crypto. This one is based in precious metals. Do you see what I did there with diversification? I know there's a lot of people that want to tell you that, you just diversify because you got this or those 5 crypto, and they're all diversified now that you have 5 different crypto. This channel has been pounding this for months now, and I want you to really understand where we're going. I can be completely forthright with everybody on this channel now because the show is behind me. I'm going to be able to tell you everything that I have planned for all of us going forward. My dream, if you will, my dream is for you to retire and to annually have a pay raise. Every year of your retirement, I expect that you get a pay raise of somewhere between 10 to 50% annually. Listen to that number. Okay? That means if you retire and you're making $100,000 a year, that means The second year you're retired, you're going to make somewhere between 110 and 150 the following year. Who doesn't want that? It's the only way to stay ahead of inflation. This is what this man is going to bring to you. Can I wave a magic wand and get you to all to understand that? No. I really found it interesting that I gave a particular opportunity to 330 people and only 155 of those 330 even signed up. That amazed me. I was like, whoa, hey, tough crowd around here. That was a sweet deal, but okay, that's good. That's easier on me. That's a small, I was even going to limit to 100 members anyway. I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. I know Claire did. Yeah, I know you guys signed up. I want, it's not every day that something comes across your table or your desk that is so profound that it changes the way I feel about things. There's a man that I'm going to discuss here in a minute that did that for me about 4 or 5 months ago. But I need to get to a few of these people that were guest speakers. Dr. J. Bose. I know he had to leave early. He had a direct flight to El Salvador, and he is opening a bank in El Salvador. A brilliant man, a doctor, as I mentioned, in physics, I believe, and computer science of some sort. He's created 3 different Silicon Valley companies that were all very successful. And he did very, very well in life. He is now a crypto mining company. So he mines Bitcoin, and his returns are 50% annually. I don't know about you, but anybody that gives you 50% return on your money, that you might want to listen to what that person has to say. I know not all of you believe in Bitcoin, and that's up to you to believe in whatever you want to believe in. But his returns are annual returns of 50% annually. That is amazing to me. Jay Bose is not a good friend of mine. He is a fairly new acquaintance. I've heard him at 2 different events do a speaking engagement, and I find him to resonate with me. His purity of soul and his honesty and his forthright he wears it on his sleeves, and he enters the room with such honesty and faith. He's one of those men, people, women, human beings that when they walk in the room and they own the room, and you just know you're going to win. You just know you're going to succeed because that person's on your team. There are a few people that strike me in that manner the way he does. He's truly he's not over the top brilliant, although he is very brilliant. He's this man who makes it seem so simple and so logical that of course I would do that. That's exactly what I would do with my life. And I'm going to follow this man's lead, and that's where I'm going. He's absolutely a genuine human being, and I'm so glad that we're fortunate enough to have him. He will be back. I will have him on these Thursday night shows. I promise you. I know that I have not gotten back to a lot of you who have said, wow, how do I get a hold of him? He left the building lickety split, and next thing you know, he's gone. And he will be around. Don't sweat it. He is going to be a big part of our team going forward. He is the real deal. Mr. Ed Barsano, how do you say anything about Ed Barsano that hasn't already been said? except for one thing that I will say. He's twice as good in person as he is on the Zoom calls. I mean, he's good on the Zoom calls. Don't get me wrong. And I'm critiquing him on the Zoom calls at this moment, and I'm not meaning to. His presentation live was, I fell in love with the man all over again. I knew he created something incredible with the Go Baby Trader, but his energy and his passion for what he has built and the way he presented it to us all and the logic behind it. I mean, he wanted to be up there on stage for 3 hours, and I know it. We had to pull him off there after 45 minutes because, well, the show must go on, right? But he impressed me. I thought it was going to be the same old Ed Barsano. And I know same old Ed Barsano is brilliant. I'm not trying to, please trust me, Ed, if you're listening to this. You just blew me away in person. The man he needs to do more live speaking, I guess is what I'm trying to say. He's that good at it. And from what I understand, he just sits around his routers and his servers and just manages them all day. And the world needs him. The world needs his passion for what he's created, and they need his guidance on it. Again, I want to discuss a little nuance in that. If you're trading stable coins and you're in stable coins today, you're doing a lot better than people who are trading into crypto, right? You just are, because the crypto market is down, as we know. It's getting pounded. So this is what I mean by diversification. I just explained two diverse tools. You're either in a stable coin or a crypto. Now, can it flip the other way and the crypto just go skyrocketing and the valuations of your total base account can go nuts? Yeah, of course it can. But being diversified and being stable coins and crypto is a form of diversification. I know I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I want that to be very clear because a lot of people are really feeling bad about the trading today, not just trading, their crypto portfolios. It's got a big hole in the middle of it, and it's not good. I got to go through the list here. Those of you who do not know who April Morit is, April is a personal friend of mine. And I'm proud to call her a friend. Not everybody that you do business with becomes your friend. And she is. And it's not every day that a man gets to surround themselves with the caliber of individual such as April. Those of you who have not seen her presentation live or met her live, she's absolutely the real deal. She's sharp as a tack. She's probably the best business-minded person I've met probably in the last 5 years of my life. I'm not kidding about that. She is so spot on, so on top of her game, knowing her information inside and out. And there's nobody on the face of this planet that I would ever trust with my trust. If you want to trust, you want to get a trust, you go to April, period. You do her whiteboard presentation and you win. That's it. It's that simple. The woman is priceless. And the fact that we consider each other friends, that just gives me the feeling that I'm surrounding myself with winners. Winning team that we've put together, not just for the show. These people are going to be with us. Jay Bowes, Ed Barsano, April Mora and her husband Gavin, amazing people that have the business savvy to achieve whatever it is you want to do. Whatever, it's not just for us. Her financial products, her financial knowledge, how taxation and trust and finances all go together, work together, and do the best job they can do for saving you and your tens of thousands or millions of dollars to do the best job they can for you is their passion. On top of the beautiful thing about April that I love the most about her, being an old guy, is she has this life extension. I'll let her tell the story on the show one night, because let's remember what this channel is all about: health, wealth, and happiness. Well, happiness is kind of a personal thing. That's up to you to really make sure you do that. Wealth is something that I'm helping you build right now, going forward. Health is something she can really help you with, and she has helped many people in this chat right here already understand what they're in for. But if you start to get in your 60s, even your 50s and whatnot, she has answers for those neck aches and back strains and all of those things that I'm telling you she can help make go away. I'm not going to use the cure word or any of that kind of stuff. What I'm trying to tell you is she has people. She's not just about finance. She's not just about trust. She's about life extension. And I went to a seminar with her, and I listened to the people with the testimonials, and I looked at the people's faces that have been through the process. There's somebody in this thing right here who's been through this. I saw him earlier, Craig. Craig went through this with a doctor, and what she recommended to me, and it is changing his life. Okay? Health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we're doing here. Okay? I'm giving you results. I'm not giving you hope. I'm not selling you hopium. I'm showing you the people making these things occur. I'm talking about somebody who's done the trader, nailed it. I'm talking about somebody who's done trusts that are absolutely bulletproof trusts. I'm talking about somebody who's giving you 50% returns on your mining and giving you an offshore bank. And every single dime that's deposited in your bank is backed by a Bitcoin. Every nickel. You can send and receive money anywhere in the world within seconds backed by Bitcoin. This is powerful, what I'm putting together. This is something that other channels sit around and go, yeah, well, I know a guy who knows a guy, but they don't present it to you, and they don't give it to you, and they don't show you the whole enchilada. That's where I'm at right now. We're just getting started on this channel, people. You're about to see some things and be a witness of prosperity to you. It's not just about I buy crypto, hang on to crypto, and crypto go up and I get rich. It's bigger than that. All right. Miss Laura Collins. Laura is an RIA, a registered I got dogs beating the door down. Laura's an RIA, registered investment advisor. Her staff, her team, professional all the way through and through. She has every form of financial product you would ever want. All of it. She got the life insurance. She's got the building equity. She has the return. She has high yield funds. She has banking institution. She has custodial. She has Anchorage custodial. She has ways for you to make 5 and 10% on your money monthly. That's the whole enchilada. I just painted the whole picture for you people. All in one firm with one lady, and all of it is under the guidance and wisdom of a woman that's been doing this for 30 years, who knows what she's doing, and her husband, Mr. Tim Collins, happens to be a business partner of mine. as Tim likes to call it or say, he and I are joined at the hip. He and I started a very large company together over the last year, and I'll leave it at that. And we are crushing it together. Laura is the real deal. Her team, the real deal. She has a man by the name of Sterling, who's an amazing man. I've only met him on a Zoom call, but I hope to see more from him in the future. There is a possibility, those of you who are at the show or have seen my show before, that the Digital Asset Sisters could be working possibly with her or possibly in some other way or form or another. But there could be, as well as another guest speaker I should have mentioned, was the two Digital Asset Sisters. We are forming, that's kind of more of a beginner level, and they can help you out and onboard you and whatnot to not just Laura's products, but beginning crypto and how to custodian and all the rest of it. They'll hold your hand and guide you throughout the process. Look at the team I'm putting together. Is anyone getting a picture of this yet? Are you getting the picture? All the people that I've just mentioned are going to be on future shows of this Thursday night. You're going to get to know them better. Should mention this now before I forget it. There's an edit being done of the show. The presentation of all the people that I've just explained to you will be in basically the show notes. I'm going to get rid of all the other show notes for a period of time, and just those episodes will be in the show notes underneath my show. I'll do a YouTube video explaining, and then I'll add that one, and then explaining, and then adding that one. It's a strategy. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm hoping to do so going forward. That way you'll be able to say, okay, I can get a hold of Laura this way. I can get a hold of Dr. Javos this way. I can get a hold of April this way. And this is all going to be an avenue, and it's all going to be listed all very clearly and plain underneath my show notes going forward. Okay? All right. Let's get on with it. Laura, honest, sincere, honest, caring. She stayed at my house with her husband, Tim. He and I are creating a very large company together. Very large. And will bring prosperity to many people going forward. I'm just going to leave it at that. It was a lot to take in. I'm reading Scott's. Scott, there was a lot of info, and you're going to be able to watch those over and over and over. Okay. I promise you. And if you didn't get a chance to go to the show and you got snowed in or whatever the deal was, and you couldn't make it or whatever, you're going to be able to watch these videos and they will resonate with you. Not all of them are going to be something that you're going to want to do, but many of them will. And like I said in the beginning of the show, there is a segment towards the end of the show that I will not be broadcasting ever. Okay? All right. Also, over the next couple of weeks, you will be hearing from me. If you were at the show and you signed up, you will be getting an email from me. All right. Yes, Laura is with Anchorage as well. That is correct. Now, I'm getting down to this because I really have a closing. I can't be in here all night, and I know I should be because it's my first time back, and I really should get more time, but I can't. I've got another appointment. Now, this man, take or leave, appreciate, resonate, whatever it might be, Mr. Kirk Carmichael. He offers a tax advantage, I'm going to call it. I'm just going to say this right now. Everybody listening, please understand this. I will do a show tomorrow that will post Saturday morning. It will be describing the show that he and I are going to do. I'm going to be describing what his show or his tax ramifications are going to mean to XRP holders, crypto holders. Next Wednesday night, this same time, 5 o'clock. On Wednesday nights, we are going to do a crypto tax show. It's going to be a series of shows of information. That show is meant for you to learn as crypto people what his tax advantages can do for you personally. Okay. And as you go through the series and you resonate with it, because see, Kirk has a particular way of teaching. I have a particular different way of teaching. Many of you resonate with the way I show things to you or teach you things. So many of you will resonate better with Kirk. However, Kirk has 6 days a week, every morning, midday, if you're in the East Coast, he does a show helping you learn what it is. He and I are going to onboard many of you on Wednesday nights until viewership starts to drop, and then everybody's kind of done their thing, and then we'll bounce you back into the Thursday night show. I don't want to cripple Thursday night show with this, so I'm setting up a separate show for Wednesday nights. I'm going to talk about this on Saturday, but one of the things that's really important for all of us to understand is this thing, this 1040 DA that they've hit us with is really important. And it's very important that you pay attention, because they don't, and since 1913, they have never changed the 1040 form like this. 1040 DA, what does the DA stand for? Digital assets. Now, did they change the 1040 form when cell phones came along, or when the internet came along, or when laptops came along, or you name it? The coal miners came along, or gas or oil futures came along, or I don't know, even the Forex market. When the Forex market was created, I believe it was in the 80s, did they say, oh, okay, 1040 Forex market? No, they didn't. Who did they come after? They came after you and I. Digital assets. The first time they've ever changed the title of the 1040 form. Do you think that might be significant? I have a way out for you. I'm telling you, it's a way out. I know. I'm not using the cure word tonight. Mr. Kirk Carmichael, his tax strategy is brilliant. I'm using it. It's brilliant. I'll leave it at that. We'll go over that on Wednesday night. I'm going to do a show coming up this Saturday. Will be first thing. Look for my old thumbnail, an XRP tax strategy. I believe I'm going to call it something along those lines. It's going to launch Saturday morning. Okay. I want to get into this because I don't know how much time I have here. I had a dream, and sometimes my dreams come true. Most of the time they do, but this dream came true. And that dream was to do a show. To do a show different from all the other shows. A show that told everybody in the community in which follow me that I meant business. We're not messing around here. This is no longer, oh, hey, please click my show and give me a like and, the smiley face or no, we're not. No, this is time for you to wake up. This is time for you have about 3 to 5 years to get this right. And AI is coming for you. These FANG stocks, I was talking about this 2 weeks ago. These FANG stocks are going to crash. I know that. Why? Because they're software. Hardware is where we're going. Software has reached almost its limits of intelligence with AI. Software is not the most important part of AI. AI says, oh, okay, once I'm in the software code, I don't need any better software. I am the code. Correct? Right. What it needs now is a platform in which to be in. It needs to be mechanical. It has to be physical. That is what's coming. These FANG stocks are in a lot of trouble. Is that going to create problems? Yeah. You better find a way out of those stocks and into said builders. In other words, Tesla, many of the other companies that work in assets that are fundamentally physical in form. So I had this dream of this channel evolving into something more than just, hey, let's talk about crypto going up. We're not doing it anymore. I'm not talking about crypto anymore. Yes, I know it's a crypto channel. And yes, I know your bags are packed. I know they're full. I get it. And your account's way down. And I get that too. Let's make money, can we? Can we just make money? Isn't that why you get in crypto? It's okay. If you've got your bags packed for crypto, your day is going to come. We already know that. Okay. Don't sell your bags, but let's make some money while we get there. This is what this channel switched over to 9 months ago, which was, hey, how do I make a buck while I can still maintain my bags without having to sell them to, put shoes on the kids' feet? That's where we're going. Okay. Income. Let me help you with this. Let me show you how to make money with money. Let me show you how to make money with your crypto. Let me show you how to leverage your money. Let me show you how to put money in a bank and make returns that will blow your mind. Let me show you trading bots, which we already have one. We have two more that I'm going to show you. And I've got another one that Brother John has bounced off me. The opportunities are endless. And they're all 5 to 10% monthly returns. It's a big deal, guys. That's a lot of money. That's $10K a month with a $100,000 investment. Who couldn't use $10K a month? Okay. I did. I had a vision. Thanks, Johnny. You're right. I did. It was a vision of success for many, and it's coming. If I told you what I had on the background, oh my good. There's some people in here that know where I'm headed. They do. And yes, prosperity is one way to put it, but it's bigger than that. Okay. April and Kirk. Let's go backtrack now a little bit. Man, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. You know that feeling when you're just like, you're saying to yourself, well, should I just sneeze into the camera or should I just hit stop? But it's live. So I could sneeze on my arm or my dog, maybe if he would show up over here, that'd be a perfect out. He'd bend over and act like I'm petting the dog or something and just let one go. But it's anyway, that's where I'm at right now. It's hard to concentrate. The things we have to do, it's tough. I went. So now I painted the picture of some of these players and the sneezing thing. The old school, salad bars with the sneeze guard on there, maybe that's what I need for my camera here tonight. So picture these players, right? And remember, I'm just talking about 4 or 5 people here that I took to the show. I could have taken 10 people. That's how the team and the staff that I have behind us. So let's just mix and match a little bit. You've got a trust, and you've got this guy with this unbelievable tax advantage thing. Well, do you need both? Well, not really, but a lot of you might. And now they're working together. We have Laura working with April to fine-tune these products. I'm working with all of them, but I'm working in particular with 2 or 3 people, Kirk and a couple of others, that are going to bring you returns, but they're going to give you right off the top of my head 30% returns. And you're going to say, Allan, you just said 30% returns. How can you say that? What if he didn't pay any tax? I'm just, it's a possibility. That's all I'm trying to say. It is a possibility you might not have to pay any tax. That'd be nice. No capital gains tax, Ellen? No, that'd be nice too. Oh, wow. No state income tax, Ellen? Are you sure? This sounds crazy. Yeah, I just said that on the internet. Now the dog comes when I don't need to sneeze. He's decided to come over here. What? He was my sneezing pet. What? There's my big boy Jesse. Is my big boy. Where's the Jesse? There he is. There's my big boy. The only hardest part about being with all of you last week or 10 days was I had to be without my Jesse boy. He's my big dog. He is my good boy. My Jesse boy. And yes, he missed me just a little bit. Yeah, he did. Jesse is my dog. And he and I got a special thing going. And I have 4 dogs. So when you say that about a dog, well, special comes to mind, but it's bigger than that. Today is Jesse's 2nd birthday, by the way. He's a father, and he's only, 14 in dog years. It's not early for a dog. This opportunity, I've got to close this thing up. This is big, guys. What we're about to achieve, what we're about to help you do, I'm not going to hold your hand, okay? I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the returns I'm getting. I'm going to show you the people that I believe to be honest. I'm going to embark on a journey of helping hundreds of people like yourself learn what the power of money and what money means. I'm going to, and peace and prosperity and happiness and health, all of those things together. After all, what good is profits? Like I know a lot of people, their accounts down right now and they're just sick about it. Stop focusing on the fact that your account's down. Number one, just who cares? Does that mean that you're not going to feel good this next hour? Only if you constantly dwell on that, right? By dwelling on negative things in one's life, you make those moments that you're dwelling on it negative. And it resonates within you. Yeah. Yeah. And Tula's daddy's in the house. We got that right there. Yeah. Nicole and Dave were at my house almost every night. I want to say it was awesome to be hanging out with everybody. But yeah, Tula's daddy's here. Jesse is Tula's dad. And Ron has Daisy. And God, there's so many other great dogs across the country that we dropped off. But those are the 2 in the chat tonight. I want to. This is important, guys. Okay, and I'm not saying this in a lecturous way, but I mean it to be really important. Alignment. Okay, you have to find alignment in life, and you have to find balance. And what I mean by balance is you can't just gorge on food, but you can't deprive yourself of food either. You need to find that balance to where your body can handle it. And you need to find balance in what you put risk upon. Okay? Risk is exactly that. If you're not sleeping well, or if this 40 and 50 and 60% decline in your crypto market is making you feel terrible inside, you were over leveraged. You had too much in it. You're not balanced. Your portfolio was too heavy crypto, right? Let's understand that. Balance and integrity, and have self-integrity. Be fair to yourself. You don't have to get rich overnight by winning the lottery. This strategies that I'm putting forward, these 5 and 10 and 15% or monthly returns, they don't require you dumping every dime you're worth into them. It's bigger than that. You have to sleep well at night. And there's so many of us that are just risk junkies on this crypto planet that it's just like, wow, when I hear from these people that are just telling me their whole world is coming crashing down because they're down. Crypto crashes 50% all the time, like all the time, not sometimes. And yet I didn't see it coming. You're like, well, okay, but now that it's here, are you okay with it? And I'm like, no, it's ruining my day and my life, and I'm a mess and I'm ruined. And it's like, well, don't sell. I mean, if you're selling, maybe it ruined you, but like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to put this into context because so many people are out on a limb, and the limb is really skinny, and they're not doing well. And I want to have compassion and empathy for them. Clearly, I do, but it's very, man. You've been in this longer than that, haven't you? I mean, I'd hoping we'd have come a little farther along. Balance. Be aligned with balance of who you are and what your money is and how your money's working for you. And that diversified account. Diversification is everything. We're about to give you all the tools to do that. And if you're at the show, I know it was like drinking out of a fire hose. I get that, but there was a lot going on there, and I had to squeeze it all in. And hopefully over the months to come, you're going to be able to listen to those speakers over and over and over again, and it's going to resonate with you. And then you'll be able to onboard with them. And then you're going to be looking back going, wow, I'm making 5% a month and 8% a month. And many people that were in the MSTY and 6-8 months ago when I got them into it, sure, their balance, their equity is down, but they're making money every month. And it's fantastic to be a part of. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. I want to say this, and I hope I can present this correctly, because this is how I really feel. If you had the vision, if you had the knowing, if you knew the technology of crypto, and you knew the banking qualities going forward for mankind, and you could see that it was going to allow all men and women to be banked equally and fairly going forward, and transactions being virtually free as they should be, then if that resonated with you, if you could feel that passion and you knew that answer and you knew the future of crypto and you wore it and you lived it, and it became a part of who we all are, then you're bigger than the decline in a retail price. And that energy that you once had about your knowing and your knowledge of the future of man didn't go away. It simply had balance. Balance isn't just it going straight up. Balance is it went from $3.50 XRP, sorry, from 50 cents to 3.50. And balance means from 3.50 back down to $1. That's balance. Do you understand? This isn't just buy, win lotto. Okay. That's not balance in your life. And if you know what you own, and you really do know it, a declining market, a falling market is not a death. It's not an end of. Because you know where this is all going. Don't you know that? Haven't you lived that dream? Once you've seen the dream and had the vision and lived it and knew it and surrounded yourself and went all the way to Fort Lauderdale or went all the way to Las Vegas 2 or 3 times, and we're in the energy of that room and the knowing of the people who know what they own and been there, done that 100 other times in life with other ideas that were very successful, like this man has. How could you possibly doubt this? Do you understand? Don't doubt. Know what you own and own it and be it and see its success. And just because some market manipulation is taking a market down of some form, clearly, and there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money shorting this exchange right now. Not just this one, all the money exchanges. All those people are making money on their shorts right now. Good for them. Again, that's balance. People are making money on the way down. Look how long the people who've been shorting crypto have been wrong. They got their clocks cleaned when it went from 50 cents to 3.50. The balance and the pendulum is at the other direction. So when do you make money? You got money on the side? When this thing hits bottom, are you going to buy any more of it? Let me tell you right now, if Bitcoin has 50 grand, I'm not saying it is, but if that thing gets as low as 50 grand again, and it was 125,000, and you're not a buyer, I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what you know about investing, but that's an opportunity that you might never see again. I'm just saying, if you were once excited and knew it and felt it in that gut in the center, and if you never did, well, that's different. Just take it from me. Oh, I felt it. I've been feeling it for 8 years now. And I'm not selling my bag. You couldn't pry this bag out of my hands. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is generational. Technology doesn't come along and change money, ever. Money never gets changed. Oh, yeah, we go from the seashell to the whatever, to the, gold coin. But how long ago was that? This is big, and big things take a long time to occur. So in the meanwhile, we're going to make a whole lot of money. How about that? How much fun is that going to be? You and I are going to learn how to make money and with crypto and with stable coins and with precious metals and, I don't know, futures contracts possibly. We might throw some, we'll throw some options in there too, maybe. Yeah. Oh, we'll throw some covered options in there for sure. And then we'll play around with, where are we all going to go and spend our money? Hey, that life extension idea? Yeah, maybe there would be a good place to spend 5 or 10 grand. And then maybe shortly after that, when you're feeling 20 years younger, maybe you could, I don't know, run down the beach with your wife and have a great day and maybe meet me on a beach somewhere someday soon, right? How much fun would that be? All right, everybody. I love you all very much. We're an hour and 10 into this show. I want to thank you again. I want to thank all the guest speakers. I will be talking again later about what that show was, what it meant to me, where it all is going. I'm going to have a show this Saturday that I want you guys to look forward to. And I will be doing a Wednesday night tax show. What I think, okay, Kirk has his own view of how he wants to teach the tax ramifications of his tax tools, and they're brilliant. His teachings are very, very solid. It'll take us a series of 4 to 6 weeks to really fundamentally teach what he teaches. But me, I have a economics crypto simplicity to me that will say, why wouldn't you do this? Show me where your risk is. I will disprove all risk notions that you have about his product going forward. That's a promise to you, because I have 2 and 3 different options and directions that you could take this, being in your name, being in business name, being an LLC name, being in your corporate, being in your trust structure. In your trust structure, eliminating you from owning anything, which is what every billionaire does. They don't know a thing. They just control all of it. And between this tool and a trust, you will not own it, but you will control all of it, and you will profit from it, and you will send it, give it to the generations after you, free and clear of taxation and the burden of the ignorance of that tax, of the ignorance of 1913, if you will. It's going to be educational. I think you're going to learn a lot. I think my perspective with his teaching and the conversation of the two of us together, working together, and I love the man's passion about his product. And I got to say this one thing. People ask me, well, Allan, if you're tax-free and you're tax clear and there's no burden of the system upon you, why is it you need me to be tax-free if you and I are going to do business together? And one simple answer comes to mind constantly and this is going to be the punchline to everything I do with him over the next few weeks. Why would I bust my tail to make you 10 and 15, 5 and 10 and 15% on your money just so you can give it to the Queen of the City of London or the tax collectors or the money exchangers that pissed Christ off? I'm busting my tail to make you money and you're going to hand it to those people? Don't insult this man. That's why I'm bringing you the series coming. Love you all very much. I hope you all have a fantastic night. And remember, if you ever resonated with crypto and it was passion and love and was brought to you, please don't forget that. It's big. This is a temporary problem you're having. I love you all very much. I will see you all Saturday in a taped version, but I will see you next Wednesday night with Mr. Kirk Carmichael. I will have a thumbnail coming out and it will be posted. It'll be same time, only on Wednesday night. Love you all very much. And I